Hey guys, Sad Gamer Dad. I'm going to do my first unboxing video tonight. Now normally you see me playing games and I never really talk about my hardware, but I have a AMD GPU and it's a R9 390X that I bought last year, about a year and a half ago, and it served me really well. But in order to provide you guys with the smoothest gameplay videos I can possibly provide, I've managed to get my hands on, and after much of an ordeal, and actually this is the third card, but this is the MSI Radeon RX Vega 64 Wave, which is the liquid cooled, very high demand since AMD announced the Radeon, gosh, has it been a year ago? I think it was last year, and then it actually came out in the early part of August. And I started looking at them in the later part, the end of August, and I ordered one off eBay. They shipped it to me, and they ended up shipping the Air version. So then I ordered another one from another vendor, and this vendor assured me they were going to send me the Wave version, the liquid cooled version. Sure enough, it gets here, I get the Air version. So at this point, I'm just like so frustrated. So I finally kept checking. Finally had one available to order again online. So this one finally showed up today, and I'm super excited to unbox it for you guys to see what it looks like. It comes in a huge box, as you can see. If I had the other one here, I sent it back today, but if I had the other one here, you could see just how much bigger this box is. You know, let's say half this size height, and maybe cut off about that much right there. So let's dig in, man. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at it here, but you can see this came straight from MSI, so they must have just shipped it right to me. It doesn't even have the reseller's name on there, so it's pretty cool. So let's check it out and see what this big ginormous bad boy looks like. Now I will tell you the reason I went with an AMD, because many of you are out there probably going, "Sad Gamer Dad, why did you just get a NVIDIA?" Well, kiddos, I bought a 4K monitor last year, and I got a FreeSync monitor from Samsung. And I pretty much felt like I locked myself in on that. I didn't feel like going out and buying a 4K G-Sync monitor to support the screen rate syncing on the NVIDIA's product. Man, I was so close. I actually had a 1080 Ti in my cart. I had a monitor, but the monitor and the Ti was just going to be too much money to spend. So I just said, oh, you know what? I'm just going to keep trying to get me one of these Radeons. Managed to snag one. I paid too much for it. You know, right now they're in high demand. But I think that's going to go down pretty quickly, and before the end of the year, you'll probably be able to get one of these $200 cheaper than what I paid for this one. But hey, sacrifice for you guys to have good content. So let's get right into the nuts and bolts, and let's crack this. So I brought the webcam over here to do a little picture-in-picture action here in the man cave studio of Sad Gamer Dad. Yeah, look at this. I was telling you about the wrapped up with this MicroStar International. So MSI fanboys like me rejoice. Of course, you know, you're probably wondering, well, why does he like MSI so much? So the only reason I really like MSI, I'm not a professional gamer, obviously, but I love the red and black color scheme, and the fact that it's always using dragons in their advertising. So let's take a look at the top here. We'll just cruise over, and you can see again this came straight from MSI. Look at that, our Radeon Vega Wave. I'll let you guys take a look at it here. I'm gonna set you down, crack this puppy open. I'm gonna have to lean in on it so it doesn't fall. Scissors would have been a better idea, I think. My knife's super dull, by the way. Oh gosh, I didn't go to the gym today, so I'm feeling pretty weak. Wimpy. All right, there's one out of the way. Oh gosh, there's two more. Maybe this one will just come off. Nope, let's muscle this one off too. Here we go. Yeah. I'll try not to injure myself and bleed all over camera. Oh gosh, that one's really on there. let me take a different approach. There we go. Mucho better. Whoop, look out. This is not a very big shelf I've got on. Sorry about that. For y'all watching the picture-in-picture, you're like, oh my gosh. Keep it stable, keep it stable. I'm going to lay you down right here. If you're looking at the pick. Let's get over here and open this final one, and I'm going to leverage the box to pry it open, just like I did previously. Chop, chop, chop. There we go. Nicely done. Didn't sacrifice a finger. And you're like, oh, you're thinking, man, that'd be pretty funny. I'd probably get 1 million views. Guy chops his finger off opening the video card. Okay. Tear off the MSI paper. Let's go over here, take a look at this side. Chop this side open. Always cut away from you, kiddos, not towards you. Don't do as Sad Gamer Dad does, right? Do things the safe way. And finally, the remaining of the top. And that ought to do it. The rest we can just snap. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got in here. Peanuts, popcorn, or Cracker Jacks. Step right up here. I didn't quite get all the tape, did I? Pull it off with my hand. There we go. Pop the top. Good grief. Alright, let me get this popped out of there. Trying to break something. Okay, here we go. We have a large piece of foam. Oh, and there we have the Gusto. And it's backwards. So you guys can't really see this. But here's, well, let me simply rotate it. Again, trying to drop it off this small, very, very small table that I have it on. There we see. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Liquid cooled. Now this is my first liquid cooled GPU ever that I've owned. I actually installed one some 6 years ago, I think, for my brother when I built him a computer system. And he's no longer on that, obviously. It's outdated by now. That may have been closer to 8 years ago. Oh, gosh, it might be 10 years ago. Man, time flies when you're having fun gaming, right? There she is. Vega 64. Alright. Let's take it out of the box and just sit you guys down for a second. Alrighty. There you have it. The Radeon RX Vega 64. 10 years lifetime warranty on the capacitors. HBM2 high bandwidth cache. Alright, let's get back to the knife chopping. Slice it open here. That should be it, so I'll get the up close personal camera again. Let you guys take a look here. You see my Marshall amplifier over there to the left. So if you're asking yourself, yes, does he play guitar? Yes, I do play guitar. Not so much these days, but I have played for a long, long time. Rock and roll. I was a hard rock and roll youth. Now I'm into VR. VR and its amazingness. VR is awesome. Alright, let's pop the top. Doing this with one hand is pretty tricky. let you guys read some of the info here on top. Powered by Radeon 14 nanometer process GPU. Check out some of the back that I was just looking at while you were sitting there on my chair. There's the capacitors, 10-year solid cap, 10-year lifetime under full load. There's hours usage. The MSI Afterburner software app, of course, which I do use. I really don't overclock, but cool thing with this one is with the liquid cooling, you can overclock it and it will stay cool. And there's been some really good overclocks with this, just with the drivers, which aren't really tuned yet for the Vegas. I already mentioned the HBM2, the Radeon Wattman. Now this does suck the power compared to NVIDIA. You need a minimum 750 watt power supply to run it. And I fortunately just upgraded to my old 600 watt Corsair to a 1200 watt EVGA. I've been very happy with that. So man, I am looking forward to getting this bad boy to be the heart of the graphics powering processing unit in my rig, so you guys can see the results of that in the form of smoother, better, faster VR videos from Sad Gamer Dad. Alright, so here's some nice welcome to MSI kind of thing. I guess this is our software, their drivers. Yep, pretty much. Quick user's guide, so it's like a map. Kind of like the Fallout map I got over there on the wall. Or the flag. I used to have a map right there. Alright, so we'll set that to the side. What do we have here? Thank you for choosing MSI. I'm going to register that in my list of products. And here is why it comes in such a large box. Here's our large cooling block with a fan on it. I'll tilt this up so you guys can take a look at just how behemoth this thing is. Look at the size of that thing. I mean, that's pretty large, kiddos. This thing is going to take up obviously a lot of room in my case, so you definitely need a tower case, at least a mid. That may be pushing it. You probably want a full tower. I have an actual, mine's considered a mid, but it's more closer to the full size. Here's this a nice piece there for adjusting our power if you need to adapt your power. Let's get this puppy out of here. Again, turn it where you guys can see it. Both views. I really like the picture-in-picture. Hope you guys are enjoying it. That's really cool. Man, look at that. This is a big old chunk of aluminum. There's your power connections. This R will glow red. God, the thing's huge. Man. Ah, the smell, guys. If you could smell the smell. Love it. Alright, so that's going to do it. Hope you've enjoyed this little unboxing, my first one. If you'd like to see more, well, I'll have to get more hardware. There will be more on the way before the end of the year. That you can be sure of that. So check out the Radeon Vega RX 64 Wave if you've got a FreeSync monitor. Otherwise, I recommend sticking with the 1080 Ti if you don't have any kind of syncing monitor, or especially if you've got, for sure, if you've got the GC. But if you've got a FreeSync monitor and it's not 4K, I'd probably switch it too, and just get a G-Sync monitor. But the 4K one's still kind of pricey, at least for me. So anyway, that's going to do it tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments, and we'll see you in the next one. You guys take care, kiddos. Later.